You're listening to episode 159 of Lifestyle Locker Radio. Enjoy. Hi, I'm Dr. Josh Hant, and welcome to Lifestyle Locker Radio, where we help you create an awesome life and lifestyle. From nutrition to fitness, mindfulness to peak performance, and relationships to money mindset, we bring you on an amazing journey to help you unleash your human potential. Hey everyone, welcome back to Lifestyle Locker Radio. I am pumped. I'm excited for you to be here so we can go over some of the cool things that have been going on. I like to share wins with you. I know this is not an interview today. I hope you can deal with me again. I know we did the whole 14 weeks of the Race to 100. This is not only going to be about recovery and healing and my experience so far. Also going to talk about what things have been happening, what we can look forward to, whether you're an athlete, whether you're a mom, a dad, whether you are a chiropractor, there may be something special in the mix for you as well. Since I'm a chiropractor, we have an amazing program for chiros. But that being said, recovery mode is going well, right? This is about 3 weeks out since the Ultra, and I feel good. My knee is really good. I traveled back and forth. I was in airports and airplanes for about 30 hours in 4 days or 5 days. It was a lot of moving, and I feel good. So my knees were cramped up in weird places, and I had no issues, zero, which is absolutely amazing. I can thank, my nutrition, my chiropractic adjustments, my mobility and stretching, and, my meditation. All the things that I do proactively are helping my knee, right? And all of my training and how I trained as well. So everything led to that point. I just didn't magically heal very fast from a pretty badly sprained knee and busted up toes. Well, the toes are mostly good, and I bend them pretty hard. They let me know, maybe not extreme pain, but they definitely let me know they've been injured. So the knee's healing well. I got a great toy, came in the mail yesterday. Actually came this weekend while I was away. It's called the Craft Gun, K-R-A-F-T gun. It's a myofascial gun, so it's a muscle massaging percussion gun. There are many on the market. If you research them, some have great reviews, some have decent reviews, some have crappy reviews, and some are new to the market. This one tends to be new to the market. It's got some pretty decent reviews. I can let you know that I've used the Hyper Volt. I had pretty good experience with that, but I'm a little bit of an outlier, and I like to try different things. So I bought this Craft Gun, and so far so good. It's pretty powerful. I got to use it for about 10 minutes last night. The funniest part about using this thing is it drives my dog a little crazy because it's got this low hum of this percussion. It's a machine. This thing is very powerful, and I mean it feels great on my legs. A little, if you're not ready for the punch, if you will, it's that powerful. It's like, holy crap, this thing is strong. But my dog looks at it and will try to sniff it, and that vibration is moving at 2,400 per beats, if you will, per minute. So it freaks him out. He doesn't like it too much. And also Meredith, my wife, who you met on a couple episodes ago, the crew captain herself, she went and, she's like, put it on my leg. So I put it on her thigh, and she was screaming. It was really funny. So these things are powerful. So if you're going to get one and you have one, just be gentle with it. Know how to use it. It can be very helpful, and I don't want you to end up harming yourself in the process of using it. So give it a shot. If you've not used one, I highly recommend them so far. And you can do a lot with them. If you have a spouse or if you're an athlete, this is just a great tool to use post-workouts, and it's something you can use pretty frequently. I plan on using it very frequently, right as I heal and in between workouts, and I may have to have Meredith help me use it in certain places, certain angles that I may not be able to reach, like my shoulders, maybe, or my back, whatever it may be. So healing, awesome. Get the Craft Gun or get one of these really good percussion guns. I think the Hypervolt also has some pretty amazing reviews. It's pretty popular. And I have been toying with lots of new things. I got to go to this amazing mastermind. That's where all my travel was. It was in Victoria, British Columbia. I got to be in a room. I got to share a room with, I think, almost 40, about 37 high power most of them were in the natural health world, one way or another. These super duper business healthpreneurs, if you will, very intelligent, very successful. And I got to share a room, and it wasn't just a seminar. It was an interactive, group growing mastermind. It was so cool. So I got to present to some of the smartest people I know in both natural health and in business. And I can tell you what, it's very humbling to be able to stand in front of people that you look up to and having them listen and then contribute back, whether it's constructive criticism, whether it's, hey, do this, or don't do this. And I take all of these things. I got 40 note cards, or just about 40 of these note cards that were filled out. And they all have some kind of recommendation, whether it's like, hey, let me help keep you accountable. Hey, let me support you in this. Hey, you know what? I should be on Lifestyle Locker Radio. So there will be some guests that are coming from this event, which I'm very excited to share with you very soon. You'll probably hear from them in the next couple months. We'll let you know. And we're going to be working on possibly getting some Facebook Lives going on so we can interact with the audience and have some fun. I absolutely love doing what I do, so let's just make sure we can keep the flow going and keeping you from not unleashing your human potential. I want you to go in the direction of unleashing your human potential. So in the mix, I got to share a room with a really cool guy who was a guest on our show once before. His name is Dr. Jack Wolfson. He is AKA the paleo cardiologist. So we got to have a lot of conversations. He's a really cool guy to be with. And one of the great parts about this is this guy walks the walk and talks the talk, which I love. So when we got off the plane, we met some other great chiropractors. We shared a car. We went and had to stop at a Whole Foods on the way so we can get some great food, some healthy snacks. And, it was great being able to do this and get some of this stuff. And I'm looking at Jack and going, what is this guy going to get? I should probably follow his lead. He's a smart dude. So nonetheless, we get back. We have all these organic, healthy snacks and fruit and all sorts of stuff. And maybe we got a little bit of dark chocolate too. Even though it was organic, but we got some dark chocolate too. But we got to get up talking, and we got up super early the next day. Since 3-hour time change for me, I think 1 or 2 for him. We ended up getting up super duper early, and we're like, hey, let's get a cup of coffee. But not just any coffee. It's got to be organic coffee. So we had to walk around, and he had to search on his phone and ended up walking a half a mile to go get 1 cup of coffee. And on the way back, we had to find another place that was organic because we already finished 1 cup on the walk so far. But in the mix, we got to talking about like me being, I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but I'm pretty plant-based. I do a lot of vegetables. I do a lot of things, right? Beans and rice and veggies and organic corn and all sorts of stuff. So we got to talking about something that he had just done and brought a bunch of people through called the Carnivore Challenge. And this is some really cool stuff. So he did this, and it got me thinking like, why would anybody do that? So we got to talking, and he said, hey, we're running another Carnivore Challenge, and you should probably do it. And I'm thinking to myself, really? I should do the Carnivore Challenge. And what does that really mean? It means I'm eating meat, fish, and eggs only for 7 days straight. It means no vegetables, right? And if I'm gonna do it, I'm doing it 100%. I'm doing it all in. I'm not no half-assing it for me. So it means 100% meat, fish, and eggs, and water, obviously. So I'm thinking like, holy cow, is that really healthy to do? And we got talking back and forth, and like I'm mostly plant-based, and I'm gonna do meat for 7 days. And I want you to understand this: it's not meaning going to your regular grocery store and getting the cheap quality meat or eggs or any of these things, because you are what you eat, and the quality for me is going to be at the top. We're going to get organic grass-fed steak. I'm probably going to get some from New Zealand. I'm not flying out there to get it, but we have a place by us that actually gets that in, and I want to be having that. I will probably also have, obviously we'll have our farm raised, or how do you say, like the eggs, the organic eggs, the brown ones. We're having some of those. I'm going to stay away from chicken since I'm not such a fan. I look at the way chickens move, and I look at the way a cow moves or a deer moves. Chickens are like, freaking out, moving all over the place. So I'm going to avoid the chicken, but I want to be chill and mellow during this. And he mentioned a gentleman, I can't remember his name. Dr. Wolfson did mention this other medical doctor who's either started this trend of the carnivore diet. And what he said is this guy did a CT scan of his blood vessels. And if you've watched the movie Game Changers, they show, oh my God, these firemen, if you eat meat, you lose, like your blood vessels shrink. If you eat vegetables, they open. Only vegetables, they open. So with that being said, I'm thinking to myself, like, how the hell are we going to do? Like, how's this going to be good for you? So this medical doctor that created this carnivore challenge or carnivore program, not the challenge, that's Dr. Jack Wolfson, had a CT scan of his body. And they looked at all his blood vessels to see if there's any plaquing or any like buildup in his arteries, any clogging, right? And 100% clear. And this guy's been doing it for, I think, probably over a year, but eating carnivore only. So I'm not planning on doing that, but I am willing to do this challenge. And if anybody wants to do it with me, please let me know. I will get details for you. I'm going to get some links, and they will be in the show notes for you, so you can actually register for this carnivore challenge. You can do it with me, right? Let's go ahead and do this and make this a lot of fun, because, you know, no matter what you think, you're probably right? Whether you think you're wrong or you think you're right, you're probably right. And I don't know if that even makes sense, but I'm like a great manifester and a great person that, you know, when I put my mind to something, to do something 100%, it usually ends up working out. And, you know, I trust Dr. Wolfson, and I trust, you know, he's a cardiologist. This guy takes care of people, and he does it without drugs. He does it with food. So I am going to do this carnivore challenge 100%. Meredith looked at me like I had 3 heads. She's like, you're nuts. I'm not doing it long term, but we're going to do it for 7 days. I'm going to video blog about it with everybody, so make sure you are on social media with me. It'll probably end up going on YouTube as well. But we're going to share this. We're going to share and document all of this, so you actually have some, you know, you have a clinical study. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to have time to get some blood work done before and after, but I asked Dr. Wolfson, he said 7 days is really not ideal. You want to do this over the course of a few months. You know, do your carnivore challenge, and then eat, you know, the paleo way after. So, and then you can blood test the results, right? That's, you know, the proof is in the pudding. So we'll see. I may be able to have time to do it. I may not, and I'm not totally sure. But that being said, for those of you that may be interested, check out the link in the show notes, and you'll be able to grab some details on the carnivore challenge. What else can I tell you? We have some amazing interviews coming up, and you know who's probably going to be on one very, very soon is Dr. Jack Wolfson. I'm going to see if we can grab him live. Maybe not. We haven't set anything up, but you can look forward for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully before the carnivore challenge, we can get Dr. Jack Wolfson on here, and if not, it's definitely going to be right after or even during the carnivore challenge. I want to make sure we get some great information from him, and, you know, I want to make sure that people go, holy cow, this is a cardiologist doing this. And, you know, it's going to scare some of my friends and my patients that are vegans or vegetarians, and I apologize ahead of time, but you know what? I am out to help make people healthier. I don't want to be dogmatic in my view of anything. Right? I don't want to be dogmatic in my view of everything. So I've done the plant-based stuff. I do pretty well on it. I got very thin. Granted, I was training for an ultra marathon, which there are 3 more to coming up this next year. But I want to make sure that I'm testing both sides of the fence, right? Because I truly believe that we were opportunists, right? So if there were a lot of plants around and veggies around and fruit, we ate it. If there was a time we could hunt into our fish, we did, right? And when we didn't, we went back the other way. And it also depended, I think, where we lived as we evolved, right? An Inuit Eskimo is going to be eating fat and blubber and meat and fish. Someone living in, you know, a warm climate like Mexico, what are they eating? Probably going to eat some seafood. When they can't get seafood, they have tons of fruits and veggies because of the climate. So I think opportunistically, we went all in these different areas because we ate what was available to us. And you know, I'm going to hopefully get some DNA testing done this winter, and I'm going to find out where my bloodlines go. And I'm guessing and I'm thinking I'm Eastern European, like a mutt from all over there. And in the winter, they're not growing things, right? So I was a meat and potatoes kind of guy probably. And That being said, we will test the waters. I'm going to get that checked out. I truly believe that we all have the opportunities to grow. We have opportunities to try new things. And how can we think, grow, and evolve as individuals? How can you grow without trying new things or doing new things? I do hate the word try. So you're not attempting and checking new things out because you may actually love doing something new. So for those of you that have not connected with us online, if you go over to lifestylelocker.com, you're going to get a prompt to get a free book. It's called Inside the Locker. Please, please, please go ahead and get that. I want to make sure we can communicate with you. That gives me an opportunity to send you some new updates on the podcast. If we got new programs that are coming out, if you want to be a beta tester for certain things we're doing, if you want to get in on some of the deals that I get from some of the products that we use or that I use specifically and Meredith uses, there's going to be opportunities to grab deals and discounts and products and services that are going to help you unleash your human potential. So make sure you get over to lifestylelocker.com, sign up for our email list, get the free ebook. It's short, sweet, and good. I think you will like it and appreciate it. Also, if you haven't been over and given us a 5-star review on iTunes, you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and do that. I greatly appreciate the time and energy you take to do these things, whether it's also leaving us a review on YouTube, if you're watching this, or if it's on Facebook and you're watching it. We'd love, love, love to get some great reviews. It's how we get the word out to our communities. It's how we get the word out to the world that, you know what, we need to be healthier. We need to be smarter. We need to unleash our human potentials so we can have a next generation of people living happier and healthier. So I'm Dr. Josh Hant. Once again, thank you so much for tuning into this week of Lifestyle Locker Radio. We'll see you on the next episode. All right. Peace out.